Hello, this is wmpyr. I was looking at a YouTube video of this martial arts instructor teaching a knife technique, and what I want to do in the video today is not to put down the teacher, the style, or the technique, because to me there's too much of that going on YouTube and it's pointless. What I am interested in is to analyze the technique and try to improve it. To me, that's important. That's a good exercise, mental exercise, and I'm going to try to share some of my philosophy and point of view with you guys as I do this. So the philosophy part is, don't put down stuff, look at it and go, how can I make it better? To me, that's a much more positive and constructive point of view. So, all right, let's get started. The technique in question is, this guy has a knife too, okay? I have a knife, he has a knife, and he's attacking me, and so boom, he slashes, and right after he finishes the slash, so he's coming with a slash, and when he finishes the slash, right here, that's when I'm going to go in, right? It makes sense. So right here is dangerous, 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 and right here, that's when I'm going to come in with my blade onto his arm, and this hand over here, boom, I come in like this, I enter, okay? So I'm like checking his arm with my blade first, and then my other hand there for backup. And then I cut him on the arm, stab him in the kidneys, and then cut him on the hamstring, okay? I believe all the way back to like ancient Roman times, they were cutting the hamstrings. They like to do that, probably even before that, but you take out the hamstrings, person is not going to be able to pursue you afterwards, right? So let's examine this technique again. So this guy comes in with a slash right here, and right over here as he's doing the follow through, that's when I enter. That's my cue. So boom, I enter. I got to commit. I got to commit right here, and I enter, and I do this. Okay, you guys have to understand that this right here, I'm checking the arm, is not controlling the arm, okay? So if I go to here, and then I go to cut him on the arm, just like you're supposed to do in the technique. So check, cut, stab, and then cut again, right? So those are the moves. So right here, I'm checking right here, and I go to cut the arm. You have to understand that he's not a slow-moving zombie, right? So the moment I go, even right here, the moment I check his arm, he's gonna retaliate. No one's just gonna let you check their arm. He's already gonna be moving, retaliating, and then so by the time I come here to cut his arm, there is no control on this arm. A check is not a control. A check is a feeler. So right here, he could easily cut me right there, just like that. So even though I'm like, okay, I got him checked right here, boom, he could cut me, I can cut him. We're in equal, I'm in his range, he's in my range. And I definitely don't want to be trading blows with him, especially with a knife, okay? So think about that. Right here, if I'm here and all I got is a check, you better be like really have sensitivity skill, you can feel what he's doing, and you're ready to go. I mean, that's easy to say, but in a combat situation, you're lucky if you could barely see what's going on. So in that situation, you're supposed to be feeling. If you can do it, great. But it is a high-level technique in martial arts to be able to feel. I don't care if it's grappling, MMA, kickboxing, whatever, to be able to feel your opponent and to go with that, that is a higher level skill. So if you're expecting to be able to do that right away, maybe your expectations are too high. You got to work with something more basic. So right here, once again, I check his arm, and then I go to cut it. Why can't he just do that? Or right on my neck? Or cut me down here on the leg? We're both in range. He's going to be moving too. So I don't like that. To me, right here, boom, I'm not controlling his arm, so it's almost like the speed game. Who could cut who faster? You can say, well, if you move like this, well, he's moving too. So he could cut me on the arm and go that way too. So instead, what I think would be a better idea is when you come in, when you enter in right here with the knife in your hand, is to jam it all the way. Okay, not just to check it. Check is no control. Jam it all the way, so now I can feel there's some wrestling going on like this. He's going to be struggling. He's going to be fighting me here, okay? But then I can feel it. So when he does push me, let's say he's stronger. I want to expect that he's as good as I am, if not stronger. You always expect that. So at this moment, he's going to push me off because he's way stronger than me. So when he does that, boom, okay? So I feel that force. So he's getting rid of me. He's getting me off of him because he is stronger. And as he does that, I cut him on the arm and I'm out of there. Because he kind of helped me get out of there. And I went with it, all right? But I cut him on the arm. If you see that, there was no kidney shot. There was no hamstring cut. There's no time for it. One more time. So right here, he swings a little too far maybe. And he committed himself a little too much. Easier for me to see, and then boom, I come in like this, okay? And he's going to push me off. So right here, boom, and there was a cut right on the arm. He may not even feel it for quite some time. Boom, but I cut him on the hand right there. So if you look at it that way, hopefully you can see that we're making it a little bit more realistic. I'm not saying that the technique doesn't work, but it's good to analyze and see a possibility here. So one more time, boom, like this, okay? So from here, I might come to here. You see that? So the force, he has force, and he's trying to get out of this. I know I would. I wouldn't just let someone do this to me and put a blade on my arm like that. So he gets out of it, and then we end up like this, right here. Okay, boom. So his arm is a little bit trapped. I'm nice and deep right here, okay? And then I can watch how I switch, okay? Very tight, very secure. So even though this is happening, I'm switching the blade to the other hand. Now I got my kidney shot. Now I got my hamstring cut, just like the original technique showed. So I'm not going against it, but right here, boom, and now I could do this. The thing is, I have to understand from this position that this person could do the exact same thing to me right now. Because, yes, this hand, this arm right here, his right arm, is kind of under control for me, right? It's doing this, okay? He might be able to cut me, but nothing like this, all right? Nothing like me sawing through his hamstrings. But his left hand, this hand, is free. So if he passes the knife over here, then he's going to do the exact same thing that I'm doing to him right here. And I don't want that, obviously. So as I have him here, and he's trying to fight out of this, and I just switched, and I'm going over here, I need to be paying attention to, is he switching grips right here? Is he switching to the other hand? If he's passing the knife like so, then forget doing all this. I need to get out of here. Get the freaking out of there, okay? I need to feel that. If I can't tell that he's doing that, then I should assume the worst. I should assume that he is passing the knife, and I need to get out of there, okay? So I hope that helps. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.